Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Ultraverse podcast with Chase and Casey, where we talk about all things Ultraverse.
This is episode number 7. We're super excited to have our friend Christine Tokarz on the podcast.
Woo! Welcome, Christine.
Woo!
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So let's start off. Let's talk about and learn a little bit about Christine Tokarz, who is not an ultra runner. If you've seen our podcast before, you know that in this section, we do not let you talk about ultra running.
Mhm.
Tell us a little bit about you, hobbies, occupation, passions, deep, dark secrets, whatever you
Ooh.
want to tell us.
Give us the tea.
Okay. I mean, unfortunately, right now, most of my deep, dark secret type nightmares are related to ultra running, thanks to Lazarus Lake's races this summer. But we're not supposed to talk about that. And to be honest, since I've listened to all your podcasts, I was a bit stressed about this section because I was thinking,
I'm the same.
I don't know if I do anything that's not related to running.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll start with the job. That's easy. That's not related to running. I work for the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, and I am an inspector. And most of my work is going to the border. So the Canadian border, the Mexican border, some East and West Coast. And a lot of what I do is inspect shipments that are crossing and then train customs officers what to look for compliance for EPA regulated commodities. So everything from straight pipes on vehicles to Freon, HFCs, to pesticides being labeled properly, air filters, and just general chemicals. So I travel a lot and I can do some of it remotely because there's a database we monitor, but most of the time I'm at the border. And right now part of the reason I moved to Montana in the last year I moved to Montana is because I can get up to Sweetgrass, the Canadian border, super easy.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that takes up obviously a lot of my time, but I also get a lot of travel credits because I try to stay loyal to United and Marriott, which is very helpful for getting to those places that we're not allowed to talk about.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I never realized.
Yeah, I knew you worked for the government, but I just didn't know what department and stuff. That's a super interesting job I know nothing about.
Yeah.
That's
cool,
fun.
though.
It's a very intense job because you're making compliance decisions, like maybe 50, 100 at a time, just trying to say in, out, in, out. And customs officers are like, we want to know right now. We don't have time for you to call lawyers or get a second opinion. Just tell us. And so when my coworkers find out about this hobby, they're like, wow, I can't believe you do that. And because you have so much energy at work and you're so like high strung. I'm very yeah. And I always tell them, imagine if I didn't run.
Right?
Yeah.
I would be driving you all crazy.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good way to relieve some of the pressure too, to just shake it off from work too.
Yeah, because it is so intense and thinking about laws and regulations and that sort of thing. And this is totally separate. Yeah. So besides that, I spend a lot of time mainly hanging out with my dog. We do a lot of hiking and walking, and so that takes up time. And then the rest of my time, I'm probably with friends drinking beer. I
Love that
Very
for you.
nice. Very
I
nice.
based my whole life on how close is that to the brewery? I mean, how far is that to the
Can we
Which
hit the
means-
brewery on the way there?
Cowboy obviously is in my future at some point
Awesome.
because it literally ends at a brewery.
That's right.
Yeah.
In our first podcast, we kind of talked about ourselves and what we do outside of ultra running, and it was really hard to do do that, actually, because
think
so
it was
much of
harder
our
for
lives
you.
revolve around that
Yeah.
too.
It was
I'm
your
like, I
work.
just couldn't think of anything.
Yeah.
Well, you have those spiders. That is. Ooh.
Yeah, and that's about the only other interesting
play
thing
chess
about me.
now.
Yeah, I do play chess now, so I picked up a new
Okay.
hobby. But
All right. Yeah.
yeah,
So we go to a lot of beer fests. We do travel for those too, which is super.
Nice. That's fun. We've
Super
always wanted
fun.
to go to the one that's in Denver. Is it the Great American Beer Festival? Is that what that one is?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
We've
awesome.
always wanted to go to that. Haven't
Yeah,
got
it's
there
worth it.
yet.
It's worth
We
it.
should do it
for sure.
now that we have a dog that'll let us do things.
Yep.
So let's talk about across the years. You just wrapped that up. This
Oh,
is your how manyth time doing that race?
I think 4.
Okay.
I was
I
gonna say, I
think.
think you've done it every year since we've known you.
Yeah, so I think 4.
Yeah.
It could be 5, but I'm pretty sure it's 4 because I did 100, 200, 300, 200, 200
Wow.
to get to the 1,000 because got my 1,000
You
mile
got your
jacket.
1,000 this
Oh,
year. Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Cheers.
Yes, we'll
thanks,
have to
I'll
thanks.
drink
A
drink
to
lot
to
of
that.
that.
we will.
Mhm. So I know that we saw you there, was it 3 years ago?
I think the
That's-
last year we were at that venue where they changed the whole
Uh-huh.
course up, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, what are your thoughts on the new course and the new location? Do you like it?
Yeah, this is great. Um, I was kind of glad to get my 1,000-mile jacket because I don't think I'll be going back.
Oh, that's too bad.
Darn.
It's the concrete. The venue space and its location is much better.
Mhm.
Like, this is the first year Greg has ever come, my
Oh,
husband,
okay. Uh-huh.
and he came because there's a Marriott right there, so he could stay and be
That's nice.
comfortable, yeah, and get out of Montana cold, and there's lots of restaurants, which we also don't have here in Montana, so there was incentive, as with many of the runners, for their families to come, so I think the crowds are a bit larger, but, I mean, half the course is just concrete.
Mm.
It's so like, even cement is better than concrete, and it's just pounding away. Yeah. And so
Even the year that we went, like, it was too much concrete for me because I just don't run on that shit. I
Yeah.
never run on it.
No,
So, like,
the year that
now it sounds like
yeah.
it would be unbearable for me.
The year
it's
that we
bad.
were there, I trained on a treadmill when we lived in Glenwood Springs, and I trained on the treadmill for it, figuring that would be about as good as I could get without actually running on concrete because we were in Glenwood Springs and there's too much snow. But no, I was more torn up after 13 miles there than I had ever been. I had
We were so miserable.
we both
Yeah.
got half of our goal.
Yeah.
I think Chase signed up for the 200,
Yeah.
got 100.
Yeah.
I signed up for a time base, but I wanted to get my first 100, and I said,
Yeah.
"Fuck this."
I
After
was
50, I was crying in the camper that we had rented after like 35 miles. I'm like, I've never hurt like this before. It was awful.
I was more trashed after 100K than I've ever been, just because of the pavement, you know.
Mhm.
But all that being said,
The
you
vibes
know,
are
it's
awesome.
such a badass community race.
Mhm.
No.
And we were
Yes.
already talking about going back after we left. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna actually run competitively there again, but I'd love to go back and like just have a beer goal rather than a mile goal and just hang
Mhm.
out. You know?
Hey, I mean, I don't know if you've ever looked at my stats for that race, but I generally make up my own goal for that event, hit it, and then sit and drink beer and watch other people run for the
See,
rest
See,
that
of the
sounds fun. That
walk a
sounds
lap,
fun.
drink a beer, walk a lap, drink a
Yeah.
beer, walk a lap, eat a pie, you know?
I think
the
I could manage
pizza.
more
Yeah.
than one lap per beer.
No, no. Mm-mm.
The lap's a mile and a half, I mean, it's more than a mile, so, you know.
So
Okay.
it's fair. It's
Right
very
on.
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah, so there's pluses and minuses, but the community is great. This year, Ann Trayson was there.
I saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and so I remembered that I had a Sharpie in my stuff, and so I had run up to her and I was like, "Please take this marker. Please sign my bib." And then it sort of spread, and
Oh,
she's like, "Are you?" Well, at the time I said, "You should keep this marker," and she's like, "No one else is gonna want me to sign their bib," and I was like, "Just wait."
Yeah, yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, it was epic, and so I'm gonna frame it and put it up here in my gym.
That's really
Awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I felt like besides the jacket and Anne being there, and I got to talk to so many of the old timers and spend some time with them. And Greg came this year. It was like, okay, this is a good year to say goodbye for at least a while.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
We always talk about
But
going back, and then it just never works out for our schedule. Just because it's Christmas, and that's when we typically have to travel back to Kansas to see family.
Yep.
So it just doesn't quite work out.
my little friend group is considering pivoting because we usually make across the years like our annual tradition, pivoting
Mhm.
to another well-known timed race that's closer to where they live.
I hope you're
Maybe
talking
we'll
about
heard of
Fred.
it. Yes.
Oh, that would
That
be
would be
fun.
awesome. That would be so
That would
fun.
be awesome to have the whole gang together.
Yeah. So
And we'll definitely
we've
talk
been
about Fred here in a bit.
Yeah, we're
For
definitely
sure.
going to get into Fred. Hold your
Cool.
breath. But don't hold your breath,
Yeah.
actually. You'll die.
That would be bad for the podcast.
I don't know.
And
I
life.
feel like you'd get views.
Maybe. Yeah.
That's
People learn
probably
some
true.
weird stuff.
I mean, people bet on everything now. They're like, how long is she
How long
gonna
can
Guest
she
last?
dies on podcast. I mean,
from
that's
holding her breath?
I
She
mean, we're
holds her
gonna
breath.
skyrocket to the top of the
I don't know if we'll
chart.
get many more guests,
We
but
need
I mean,
followers. I'm so sorry, Christine. Take one for the team.
I'm down. I'm down.
awesome. So, Christine, how did you get into running? I mean, what did that look like? Were you an athlete in high school? Did you run in high school? I'm gonna guess that you weren't a
Oh
basketball
yeah.
player.
What? No, I was
You
volleyball.
should be a point guard. You'd be a great point guard.
I tried basketball. It was very sad. It was
Okay.
sad. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it didn't really work out well. I
How
fouled
tall
out
are
a
you?
lot.
I want to give a little background to that comment. How tall are
I'm
you?
not tall at all. There's no tall in me. There's zero. That's how
Are you-
tall
Zero
I
tall.
am. I'm
Are you
zero
at least
tall.
5 feet?
Am I what?
4'11"?
I can tell you this. If I am 1 inch shorter in Texas, I officially need a car seat,
Oh
which
shit!
is sad to say, but
In
I've seen the
Texas.
billboards. It's
That's
official.
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
100%
But
badass, though. So.
Yes. So what you make
oh
up
well,
when you lack in height, you make up for in toughness,
Absolutely.
for sure.
I think it sort of works to my advantage because if you see me at a race, at least this has been my perception. No one around me has. They're just like, "Who's that little runt?" I don't even. And I'm just like, "Ooh, I'm nobody. Don't
Don't worry about me.
yeah, don't
Yeah,
worry
you'll
about
find
me."
out.
Mm.
So school. How did I get into running? Right, I did not play basketball, nor did I play volleyball. I played soccer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was center midi most of my high school career, and then I walked on to a D1 team in college, which was pretty cool. And then after college, I went to Peace Corps, and it's hard to play soccer in Peace Corps,
Mhm,
obviously,
mhm,
because
Sure.
it's not really a thing. And so I just
mhm.
started running. And then I did Peace Corps, and then I ended up after that, a little bit after that, I ended up in Texas. And the Texas running community is insane.
It
And
is.
I met right? Yeah, it's huge. There's so many running clubs and so many races. I met these girls at the gym that just used to do marathons all over the US. And I thought, well, that sounds cool. And so I just started going with them. And then it just took off from there. And I just slowly kept building up my mileage and building up my mileage. So
So did you work yourself up to the ultra distance, like 5K, 10K, half, full, 50K?
yeah, kind of. I think my first 100 wasn't until I think 2009. No, 2009. I want to say 15, 6. I don't even remember. But yes, I did work up fairly slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Soccer
Yeah.
has a lot of running in it.
It does. You have to
A
be
lot of
pretty
running.
conditioned to run
Mhm.
around and play soccer.
And now my dad, so we are an army family. And so my
Mhm.
dad was an army ranger. So running was like we did PT tests for fun. That was what we did. Dad really wanted a boy and he had me. And it was just my dad and I when my mom was at work. And so we would practice jumping out of helicopters for pretend and do PT tests and go orienteering in the woods. And
That's
so,
fun.
yeah, besides soccer, we're very active family. Yeah. So that's how I got into it and
Also,
then kept going from there.
I think a lot of our bigger races like Cowboy and stuff, we see so many Texas runners.
We do. We get a lot of Texas for Cowboy for sure.
I think that's probably like the most populous state for Cowboy besides Nebraska if you throw in the 100. But
I think if you add all the years together, we've had more Texas runners than any. I think last year we had more Florida and things like that. But yeah, if you
Texas has
added
always
all the
shown
years
up.
together, it's no. I mean, it's Nebraska
Well, yeah, because
is
the
number
100.
one, but Texas is number two.
Mhm.
Yep.
So correct me if I'm wrong. The first time we met you was at the Cowboy, the original gangster year of Cowboy.
Yep.
Hashtag the cold year.
Was that the cold year? It was the cold year.
It
Yes, it
was.
was.
Yes, it was so cold.
Yeah, and you were crewing Hua.
Yep.
How'd that go?
Well, first of all, there's that two aid stations that I was like, this is such an epic race. I I really want to do this someday. The one was where the bunkhouse.
At
Mhm.
Long Pine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you noticed, but I have like these tiles all over my gym of like various races and things.
Oh, cool.
And one of them is me doing shots with everybody at the bunkhouse.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So that would have been Tawny
Brian.
and
Yeah.
Brian for
Yep.
sure. Yeah, I can
Yep.
definitely see them taking shots with the runners and stuff.
Yeah, it was great. And the other aid station where it was that old store, like a mini store kind of
Was it
convenience
the
Oh,
pool
store.
Newport. It
hall?
was Newport Pool
Yeah,
Hall.
the
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
mean, Lori also crewed WA, and
Mhm.
we crewed and paced, and we have so many funny pictures. Like we're on the payphone out there. It's just
Like
like,
one of the last surviving payphones in America.
yes, we did all of the things. We had
Yeah.
so much fun, and Hua kicked ass.
She
So
She
that was
did.
did.
also
She got first place.
yep.
And I'm assuming that's probably about the easiest 200 you've ever crewed.
But Hua was
Yeah.
doing the 100.
Oh,
Yeah, she
yeah,
only did
yeah.
100.
She did the 100.
She
That's right.
It
only
was
did the 100.
yeah, it was easy, but oh my gosh, that it was cold and that wind was so biting. When I saw the lights of Bolo, I was like, yes, let's go to the brewery. It's so close, Wop. Let's go faster.
Did you pace her on that last section? Am I remembering that right?
Yeah, I paced her twice before
Okay.
that, and then so I paced her to the one where it's at this big athletic field and it's this
Ainsworth. Mm-hmm.
okay. And then Lori picked her up, and Lori could get lost in a paper bag. So I
Oh,
said,
yeah, they
"Hey,
took the wrong turn.
if you get lost, just, text me." Not 5 minutes down the road, I'm going to the hotel to get some rest. I get a text. We don't know where we are. I'm like, it's a straight shot.
Yeah.
What is
She had one
happening?
turn.
And I was like, okay, drop a pin where you are and take a snapshot and send it to me. And then so I'm like directing them from the car. So, and then I jump back in after that to bring her home. So,
Mm.
yeah, it was awesome. Great race. I'm definitely
you.
going to do it at some point.
That's exciting.
You'll do really well, I think.
You'll kick ass for
Yeah.
sure. You're going to do the 200, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't do hundreds anymore, guys.
Well, if anything, I don't know, if Addison and I have a storied relationship. So I like to be right behind him and irk
Oh,
him as
funny.
being
That's
someone twice his
hilarious.
age.
Oh,
Yeah,
mhm.
you probably got to know each other at Ball State pretty well, I'm assuming.
We did. We
Okay.
did. He was quite surprised to see me. I can tell you that.
He's an interesting man.
He is.
He is. He is. I gave him a lot of motherly speeches about being humble.
Oh,
Yeah.
mhm.
He's
Yes.
a lot of fun.
He is. He's going for his 5th finish of Cowboy 200 this year.
He'll be the first guy
I
to get
heard.
1,000.
He'll be the
Yep.
first person, guy
Yeah.
or girl,
Yeah.
to get
That's what I
1,000.
mean.
hmm
Yep.
Yeah, he's excellent. He's very talented, and I
He's
told
very
him
good at
that.
like the adventure style, like self-supported,
Yep.
for sure.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
every time I
great.
see him at Cowboy, like he's off, like I pull up the tracker and he's off the course. I'm like, what is Addison doing? And then like I zoom in and he's at a Dollar General. So he's
I
like
was gonna
buying,
say
he's buying Hot Pockets.
He's just treating it
He's
like
just-
Ball State.
Yeah,
you know?
he's just getting what he wants to eat, and it's
Yep,
just it's
mhm.
so funny.
What was it? The first year you thought, or second year you thought he was a homeless guy?
No, it was the cold year.
Yeah,
It was
the
the
cold year?
first year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the photographer and I were sitting in Bolo. It was the middle of the night. That was before we had live tracking because we were just did pretty low key the first year, and so we never knew when people were coming. And so we were just supposed to just stare out the window, and it was in the middle of the night, and it was dark, and it looked like there was like a homeless person hobbling around, and then so we're just sitting there. And then he came in, he's like, "Hey, I just finished." I'm like, "I swear to God, I thought you were a homeless person." Like, he was, like, wrapped up in, like, a big blanket type puffy thing, and he was carrying a trash bag. And I was like, how was I supposed to know what you were?" It
Yeah.
was so weird.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Yeah, that is pretty much what Vol State is dredging along like a homeless person and going from one Dollar General to the next.
Yep. And mostly highway, right? I mean, mostly paved. Is that correct?
If the whole thing is
The whole
paved.
thing's
Yep.
paved.
Whole thing paved.
Whole thing is paved.
That's
Yep.
wild. So you do, I mean, we're going to get into Tahoe here in a second, but you do
Oh.
basically anything as far as
I
terrain is concerned.
well, this is okay. So my background again with my dad being the Army Ranger type, right? The pressure was everything. Like you have to be the best. If you're not winning, you're losing, right? And
Yeah.
I would get like, most energetic award or something, and that was well, that's I'm a loser. That's no good. You have to be the best. And I was, raised in that idea that you always need to be first and the best. And so it going to Peace Corps, as I was in Peace Corps a couple times, took me out of that mindset. It's like there's other ways to live your life. You don't always
Sure.
have to be the best to have a fulfilling life.
Mhm.
And so I've tried to treat ultra running as like my thing where I don't have to be the best and I don't care about winning. That's why like for across the years I set my own goal and I try to hit it. If I do, great. And so I think for me, it's not about the terrain to bring it back to your question. It's more about like, is this a challenge that terrifies me and excites me? And
Sure.
the rest I'll figure out.
Gotcha.
Yep. There's that category. And then the only other category is, do I want to support these race directors? Because some races I just do like, just because I'm like, well, these are cool people trying to do cool things. And
Mhm.
we all know there's some that aren't so cool. And I don't, I want to make sure my money and time and energy goes to the cool ones. So
Yeah,
those are my like two big categories of reasons I choose races.
Mhm.
that's cool. Um, so I do want to talk about Tahoe 2024 because I was at that race as well. You
That's
took
right.
third overall with an amazing time of 63:23. Um, and I remember like some really crazy stuff happened towards the end. Like, was it with you in second place? I mean, I can't remember exactly how it went down,
Yep.
but I know it's a story worth sharing.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I want to first say that I learned from either the last podcast that you all had or the one before that when I saw you, you were in a very bad place during that race. And
Chase
Yeah.
I did
doesn't
not
remember
realize
seeing
that.
you. He
We
doesn't
talked about
remember
it
seeing
today.
you.
Yeah, we talked about.
Mhm.
That's so funny. I have a picture. It definitely
Yeah, yeah.
happened.
Yeah, I know. It's like he's like, I don't even remember how it came up, but we were talking about that section. I'm like, she was on that section where you were hallucinating and like in the worst place you've ever been at a 200 mentally. And
Yeah.
maybe that's why I don't remember seeing her.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really a moment. I was running with Dash and I was like, wait, I think he's talking about this when I saw them.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
I said, because you had already hit the turnaround point on the second out and back, and you were inbound, and I think Lori was with you,
Yeah.
and Chase was just, I was dragging him along from the back, but
Yep.
it
Yep.
was tough.
Yeah.
But then we saw
Well,
you, and you're just, like, booping down the trail,
I'm
like,
like,
we were going
hi.
yeah, we were going uphill, and you were going downhill, and your mood was vastly different.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So because of this personality trait I have where I tend to always try to be the best and top and blah blah blah, my crew is well aware that I don't ever want to know what place I'm in. Like
Okay.
Mhm.
now what they've found, it is very hard at the like the Moab and Tahoe. It's hard there because when I show up to aid stations, I am the only one there.
Mhm.
And the aid station people insist on telling me.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
Yes. And
Mhm.
I'm like, and my crew is like, she doesn't want to know. She has no idea. She's just running.
She's just running here, yeah.
Yeah. Um, So, any all that to say, so I'm on the last leg of the Tahoe race and I'm just running along and I'm actually complaining. I'm like, there is some weird noise that is following us. Cindy was my pacer, one of my crew. There's like 5 crew members I usually have that switch in and out. And I was like, I don't know what this sound is. It's following us. And she's like, it is your breathing. You are breathing. Because remember everyone was like all clogged up or something. Yeah. And I was like, oh, you're right. If I stop breathing, it stops. So
No.
that's how out of it I was. And I'm running
Yeah.
along and we come upon the French lady who is in number 2. And I only knew who she was because Candace pointed her out at the beginning of the race.
Mhm.
Remember, she, like, made this big announcement that, "Oh, she got lost and she still won," and blah, blah, blah,
Mhm.
blah, blah. And so I was like I looked at Cindy, I'm like, "What the fuck is going on? Why are we with her?" And
Yeah.
she's like, Just run, just run." So we passed her, and she was really out of it. I don't remember her name, but she was clearly out of it. She had no crew that year. She was dehydrated. So we passed her, And like 10 minutes later, she just comes up and like jumps in front of us and starts like waving her poles around so we couldn't get around her, like super, super aggressively.
Oh,
And
Wow.
no.
so we were like, what? Like, I don't, I don't know what's happening. Go, just go. I don't care. Like, you think I care, and I really don't. And so she takes off all of a sudden, and not 10 minutes later, she's coming straight towards us.
Oh shit.
So she had gotten turned around, and I was like, Cindy's like, "What do we do?" I'm like, "We stop her. We stop her. Like, we can't. This is ultra running 101. We are not letting
Mhm.
her get lost." And
Yeah.
yeah, and so she wouldn't listen to me because I had the bib on. I'm imagining, but
Sure. Mhm.
Cindy, my pacer, was able to stop, show her the map, and say, "Look, you are going the wrong way. You need to go this way. Just we just trust us." And so it took a little bit of convincing, but finally she started heading the right way. But it was like a few like back and forth trying to convince her to go the right way. And
Yeah.
so then we get to the end of the race, and I was like, someone should go check on her. Like, no one knows what happened, and no one realizes how out of it this lady is.
Yeah.
She didn't
Mhm.
remember us. She acted
Mm.
like she never had seen us. And I was like, okay. It was so
Sleep
crazy.
deprivation. Oh my god, it can do
That is
terrible
crazy.
things to your
Yeah.
good judgment, like, oof.
I
But
mean,
what
all
a
of those
good
memories are much better than taking second over third because I'm like,
Right?
I will
You have
never forget
stories to
that
tell
race.
now, yeah.
for
Yes.
sure. What a great display of sportsmanship, though,
Yeah.
for sure.
I feel
Very
like a
cool.
lot of people wouldn't have done that.
Absolutely. A lot of people wouldn't. But it is ultra running 101. You're right.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. I didn't even think about it.
So
Yeah.
that same year, you volunteered for us at Summit.
So basically, like almost every time we've seen you, it was all in that one year.
Yeah.
Besides
Besides
Cowboy.
Cowboy
Besides
and
Oh, that
Cowboy.
is
ATY.
true.
And then
Isn't that
three
weird?
times in 1 year, and then one time at Cowboy, and other than that, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah. That is true. Well, we're
So
just
yeah,
gonna have to change that.
I know, we're gonna have to do something different.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you volunteered Summit for us. You were the Hall Valley Aid Station captain. You and your gals from Colorado. I'm pretty sure you guys had a unicorn sparkle theme, if I'm
Yep.
remembering that
Unicorn
correctly.
cowboys. hmm
Yes, that's
We had
fun.
giant unicorns. We had signs going for half a mile up both directions because they came in and then went out a different direction. Yeah, we had a blast.
I think we had more compliments on that aid station than any other that year. I mean, we had a
Just 'cause the
lot of
vibes.
compliments on
Mhm.
that one from the vibes.
I had a map out. I was like, I had gone the way they were going, so I was like, okay, this is what you need to know. This is where you're
Mhm.
going.
Which
Yeah.
is
So
great.
it was great. It was such a good time.
We have it's nice to have a volunteer that is willing to do that because we had so many markers tampered with and stuff, and so people just had to you
Oh,
just have to have your map up all the time or, like, have it on your watch telling you when to turn, and most people aren't willing to do that, so it's nice to have someone say, "Okay, well, when you get here, you gotta take a turn here," because we have that year, we had a lot of course tampering,
Yes, we did.
yeah, I remember.
unfortunately.
Yeah, Yeah,
Such is
well,
life.
honestly, from what I've heard, that's funny. So I think you remember Walter did the race that first year,
Mhm.
Yes.
and he went on a podcast after, and he was like, "Here's all the things I think they need to do." And so across the years, I did a lap with him. I was like, "Listen, Walter, I understand that you had some things to say about the Summit 200, but you could have been a little more like, hey, here's some nice suggestions. You didn't have to be so Walter." And he's like, "Yeah, you're right, but I am going back." And I was like, "Yeah, I
Yes, he
know.
is.
I just be a little less Walter and be nicer about it." It was
Yeah.
funny.
We're gonna see him a lot this year.
Well, yes, we are. He's going to run 3 200s with us, right?
Uh,
Yeah.
4.
Four.
'Cause he's doing the Styx, Summit, Fred, Cowboy.
So we must not have pissed him off too bad, right? I mean,
I just realized I think he lives in a state of pissed offness. I think that's just
okay.
his baseline.
Well, I'm glad we could contribute a
Yes, we're
little bit.
Yeah,
happy to help with that.
yes, yes.
We'll take
Yeah.
Yeah,
that as
he's
an honor.
great.
So then after Summit, you came in, participated in the inaugural year of the Front Range Ultra Days, which was you told me
Yeah.
at the time was your, like, swan song to Colorado running for a while because you were moving.
Good.
Yeah.
Yep. I literally, let's see, that was Labor Day. I had some work trip just after that. Greg packed up the rest of the house and moved out here first, but I was still operating out of our Denver office. I paced Run Rabbit Run, and then drove out to Montana. Yeah, that was it. It's my last Colorado race. To date, I think it's my last Colorado race.
So what were your thoughts on Fred? What you think?
I really liked the course. As far as like for timed events, I feel like I've done a good significant number. There's a lot of variety, which I liked.
Mhm.
And I got to interact with a lot of runners. You have the trail section with the little ponds, which was cool.
Yep.
And also, at least if you do the 100-hour, you get to see a lot of the community members, so they get to know you. I don't know if you remember this, but this one lady figured out what was going on and every morning would come out and meet me at the ponds.
I don't remember
And
that.
I don't
at the
remember
end,
that
she
either.
started tracking, and when it ended, she brought me a 6-pack of Coors Light. I had
Oh,
never
that's
met
nice.
I remember the
I
Coors
remember
Light
the
now that
Coors
you
Light,
mention
but
it.
I
I
didn't remember
do.
Yeah.
how it, like, transpired.
Yep.
Yeah, she would just come out and do a little loop around the lakes with me and say
Oh,
good
that's fun.
morning, and then yeah, so I really like that. I think it has such a good vibe, like, it's low key. It's not as like, one loop where you can see everyone all the time, I think puts a lot of pressure on runners, but in this case, like, you hardly you're not like, "Oh my gosh, how far are you? What are you doing?" and all that kinda stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I really appreciated that, and obviously the aid station is awesome. You guys always do a great job with the aid station. My only complaint, which would not be a complaint now, by the way, was that it was very, very hot.
Yes, it
It was
was.
hot.
I
Because,
remember probably my biggest memory of that race was the Mary Poppins umbrella.
Mhm.
I mean, the
Shoulda whipped that
umbrella.
out day one.
I was like, yep,
It's
yep,
so smart because that sun will just beat you down out there. It was 'cause
yes.
there's no
That
shade.
always put a smile on her face when
It did,
or
yeah.
on our faces when she came through though and had the
Mhm.
umbrella, and you're always smiling.
Mhm.
Uh,
The
Try to be.
seemed
it's like
yeah.
little mini Mary Poppins.
Yep.
It's true, it's true. Yeah, I will say though, and after doing Vol State so if you remember, my goal for your race was to get more miles than I had before, and I think my top before was like 250 or something. So I just wanted to get more than that in preparation for Vol State over the summer. So also like getting used to the heat. But now that I've done Vol State, I'm like, "Well, I welcome Fred." Like it's like you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
possibly be more hot and terrible than
Really.
Tennessee in summer.
Oh, summer?
I would
Yeah.
imagine so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
went there in
Yep.
September,
And it was
and it
plenty
was
hot.
plenty hot.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Oof.
So I did learn a lot at Fred about the going the longer distance that really did help me at Vol State. And gear wise too, I had tried some new clothing things that I hadn't worn before and stuff like that. Um, but as far as Fred, I think the atmosphere is just really playful
Mhm.
Yeah.
because you allow for those shorter time frames and those shorter distances. You get people that have never even attempted something like this, and their excitement is just infectious.
Mhm.
Yep.
I remember that year and every year we have a lot of people that have never done anything like that, and you're right, yeah, they're just wide-eyed and bushy-tailed when they
Yep.
come out
Mhm.
there, and it's nice for you guys that have been out there for 3 days already to have people that smell good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just follow you? Just walk my way.
And then, a
I
lot of people that sign up for the 100 miler that have never done 100 who
Mhm.
just have a huge amount of
Huge amount of
time to
time.
get it done, and they can just walk the whole thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. A couple of folks that I had known, but I wasn't really close with, I became really tight with them after that race, and I'm good friends with them today. Like, I betcha I harass Johnny at least every other week with some
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
text.
That was the
Yeah.
first time you met Johnny?
That's
I
great.
well, I well, I met him at Summit because
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right.
He was in a
so
tough place when he got to you.
I'm always like, "Oh, did you need a Jeep to come pick you up, Johnny?" Because I don't know if you
Mm.
remember, but it was yeah. So
Oh,
He
I remember because he pushed his SOS button on
that's
his
right.
tracker.
He's like, "Oh, I thought that's how you DNF'd." I'm like, "No."
No. What do you think SOS means, Johnny? Like, I think he was in the military. I think he knows
Yeah.
better. It was hilarious because, like, all of a sudden got service because we were on, like, the fair play side, and we got service, and I get a phone call, and it's the search and rescue people saying, "Hey, someone pushed their SOS, and we're getting ready to, like, mobilize a unit." And I'm like, "What?
Yeah,
No." And it was
it's
Johnny, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, God." And so he got picked up by some Jeepers and taken to Lodgepole, and they actually were from Kansas, which is funny because
Mhm.
our volunteers at Lodgepole were from Kansas, and so they all, like, chatted afterwards,
Oh.
which was, like, small world weird things that happen, but yeah. Then we, like, put it into the runner's manual, "This is not what you do when you DNF." Oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was the start of Johnny and I's friendship, and then at Fred, I think he went through a bunch of really low times. I think he was sick a little
Mhm.
bit and other
Yeah.
things going on, and so there'd be a lot of loops that I would be encouraging him or harassing him, frankly, because I know being growing up in the military atmosphere, I know one way to get people to move is to harass them,
Mhm.
and and then we actually did Ball State. We started together at Ball State, so we shared a room and we're on the bus together, and so we did start Ball State together. Yes.
Nice. That's awesome.
He's a fun guy.
He is. I think also we do a discount code in all of our episodes, and since you ran Fred with us and you were the first ever winner of the 100 hour for Fred, we're gonna do our discount for Fred, and
Awesome.
the discount code is gonna be Poppins, Poppins, and it'll be good for 5 people, and you just enter that code at checkout, and you'll get $25 off Fred.
That's awesome.
Even you,
I love
Christine.
pop. I know. Maybe I don't know. I just put up my 2026 plans over there on my whiteboards.
Oh, nice.
I saw your 2026 plans. So far, I see the
Oh,
pilgrimage, which we're definitely gonna get into,
Mhm.
great.
and the
'Cause
last annual Heart of the South, right?
yeah, well, I was like, I'm done with Ball State. I'm not doing any more of these. And then when I finished, I said to the people at the Clarion Hotel, I am never coming back here again. And they said, we will see you next year.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. We hear that all the
Mhm.
time.
I'm sure you do. And so Laz is doing Latch next year, which is the last annual third circle of hell.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the August one. So
Sounds
June
so
is the Heart
pleasant.
of the South, July is Ball State, and then Latch is in August, and you have to have completed HOTS and last annual to do Latch. And Latch only comes around every so many years, and I'm turning 50 this year, so I was like,
Oh.
okay, if I could do Heart of the South and Latch, then I'm never coming back there again.
Mhm.
That's cool.
That
So
sounds so
so what
awesome.
is Latch? I mean, what does that entail? How
I
long?
I think it's 420
Holy
miles.
shit.
And I think it's on the more of the I don't know for sure because no one ever knows, but I think
Mhm.
it's more of the eastern portion of Tennessee, so it's a lot hillier and it's a lot more remote.
Nice.
So that's why
Yeah.
you have to have finished the first 2 in order to do that one. But frankly, since I had never done Vol State before and I was up towards the front of that race, most of the road angels and things weren't
Weren't
set up,
there.
or B, I had no idea where they were because I
Yeah.
had never done it before. So I was hoping that maybe that gives me a bit of an advantage. I'm not used to having road angels anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That sounds like such a different kind of adventure to me, for sure.
Mhm.
If it wasn't for all the highway and pavement, I might give it a try.
yeah.
Mhm.
It'd be cool to do like a continental divide or like one of those other long hikes, but that has the towns where you could get the
Yeah.
support. I
Mhm.
just don't know that there is one with that support piece.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe on, like, the, American Discovery Trail,
Yeah.
possibly, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, something. Anyway, something to think about. It kind of marries
'Cause we
those
don't
2
have
ideas.
enough things going on, maybe
Yeah,
we
I was
put something
thinking, you
together.
know what you all need is another race. I mean, December, you have
Yeah.
nothing.
Since you
Let's go.
said I mean, yeah, December is the perfect time of year for us to
And
do a race.
with all those long trails, one of the tough things about it is you can't go through wilderness areas.
Mhm. You
You
can't
Oh,
get
can't put
yeah.
you
permitted.
can't put competitive events on through, wilderness areas, so if it's actually a true single track or mountain trail, frequently they'll go through there.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah, for
definitely
sure.
limits us a lot for Summit, obviously, because there's so much Colorado has so much
A
wilderness
lot of
area in
wilderness,
general,
yeah.
but a lot of the trails that we wanted to use, we couldn't use because of that, so
Yep.
I
just
mean, the
pretty
course you came
fortunate.
up with is incredible.
Thank you.
There's not I'm saving it. There's not I the only reason I haven't signed up is one because of this thing I have about finishing Laz's races. And two, I am not really excited about sleeping not in my own crew vehicle. And I
Mm,
know one of the rules is that you have to stay in the provided
yeah.
crew areas. You can stay in your car now.
You
Oh,
can.
yeah,
You've
yeah.
always been able to,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you can
Okay,
Yeah.
sit in
good.
your
So, like,
car,
if it's
yep.
a crew accessible aid station, you can absolutely.
Yes,
And
great.
there's only one of our like, set up sleep stations that's not crew accessible anymore because like, we kinda shifted the course a little bit from the first year.
It's different.
It's a little bit different from when you were there. So, we start and end over at Copper at the Far East lot. And so, like, they do all
Okay.
the rec path first, and so then they have all the trails after that. So, like, the
Oh,
last aid station is Breck.
Yep.
well, it's just gonna bump right up my list then.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
can absolutely
yeah.
sleep in cars because Chase is the same way.
Okay.
He can't he's I think at, Cocodona, he tried sleeping.
I mean, if I couldn't sleep in a car, I wouldn't sleep in the public tents. I would just sleep
Sleep on
on
the
the trail.
trail.
I would just take trail naps. That's what I would do.
Mhm.
I mean, I took a lot of trail naps at Moab, and that was totally fine. But it's super
Yep.
nice being able to sleep in a crew vehicle for sure.
Mhm. It's definitely an
Yeah.
advantage
Yeah.
because if it's cold, you can just turn the heater on.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But yeah, commendable. I think the summit course looks really awesome. Mm,
Awesome.
excited to try it eventually.
Let's talk about the pilgrimage.
Yay! So you can see why it excited me. I've never done anything like, I mean, I like timed events, right?
Hmm.
And it's kind of a timed event. I like new adventures, and it's kind of a new adventure. I like variety. I like that it's not competitive, meaning we're all not doing the same thing at the same time. So I won't be like, that guy's right behind me. Oh my
Mhm.
God, put
You'll have
pressure
no
on
idea.
myself. Right. I'll
Yeah.
have no idea. It's ideal for me. Um, so all of the little thing, and obviously you two are super cool, which is already a bucket that I checked before. Um,
Thanks.
yeah. So I think I was one of the first to sign up, if not
One of
pretty close. So
I
I just,
think you
I
are.
think
I mean, you
Jason or Jackson
Jackson Wolf, and
was
then you.
I think so.
yeah,
I
Mhm.
think that's how it was.
yeah.
Agatha
So,
was up there, and
Mhm.
I can't remember
oh,
who.
is Agatha coming? I haven't looked at
Yes,
the,
yeah.
so
Dina Carr
what
is coming. Yeah.
I can't look at Ultra Sign Up either, right? Because they rank you, and that will also put pressure on me. So I
Uh,
can't actually look at who's coming either. I have to just kind of find out happenstance. So, oh, good. I love Agatha. She's great. I know Lori might is thinking about signing up. My friend Lori
Oh,
too.
that's awesome.
and
I told
Hua and Joni signed up to
awesome.
sleep.
Yeah, they told me. I'm
Mhm.
excited to see them. Now that I don't live near them, it'll be great to see them.
Mhm.
We have a really cool group of runners coming. I
We
mean,
do.
we've got damn good runners, but we have really, really awesome people that we know really well.
You'll remember some of them from Fred.
Yep. Yeah, Mitch.
Mitch is gonna be there, Mitch Plen.
Yeah. Okay.
He's been at Fred every year. And then, Lisa Marie and Renee will be out there as well.
Yep.
Just not running. They'll be doing other stuff, but they'll be out there as well. Yeah, it's gonna be a
Yeah,
really
I
good
hung out
time.
with them at ATY a little bit.
Mhm.
There's actually quite a few Fred runners that do ATY.
Mhm. It's very
Yeah.
similar, different terrain, but similar ideas for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the year after we went to ATY, it kind of sparked the idea for Fred. We're like, we need to try to do something kind of like this in Colorado.
Like an ode to ultra running,
Yeah, just like
different
kind of like an
options.
ultra running party.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's over a holiday, so people have more time.
Mhm.
Sure. Do you have any mileage goals in mind for pilgrimage, or are you just trying to go out there to have a good time? Are you looking to win the uncrewed division? Do you want to talk shit on any other participants? Call anyone out? I mean,
Well, I thought the minimum was like 255 miles or something, wasn't it?
to
Isn't that
220,
oh, okay.
To
220.
not
Yep.
DNF, yep.
Yeah, to not DNF.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
won't have any problem with that. 150
I mean, I hope
hours.
not. Oof. But yeah, so obviously that's goal number 1.
Yeah.
And then I kind of don't have any other goals. I don't like winning. Obviously, I don't, even if I was in my heart was thinking it, I wouldn't say it out loud and put that pressure on myself. So, yes. And I mean, like you said, there's some really great runners coming, and I would prefer that everyone just does their absolute best. That's always my goal, is that, I never want to push someone down just to lift myself up. So my goal would be to at least not DNF at 220 miles, and really explore this idea of a timed event with a twist. I just think it's so fascinating. And I think the first time I've heard you explain it enough that at first it is confusing, but once you understand the concept, it's really easy to get why you're doing it this way.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think it's hard for me to set a goal because I don't understand the concept yet until I try it.
Mm.
But I hope to go the whole time. Like, usually, like, ATY, right? I tap out. I'm like, "Hey, there's
Mhm.
beer here. More important."
Yeah.
Well, we won't let you have any beer until the end of the race.
Yes.
Noted.
No beer until the end.
Got
I
it.
can't have beer until Joni and Hua show up.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
when you
Sounds
and then
good. That's
feels
fair.
fair.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we were thinking about having like a party afterwards, like
Mhm.
the next day or something for anyone who sticks around. But I'm like, I don't know. It's quite a lot to ask someone to stick around for one more day when you've
Mhm.
already basically
Yeah.
had them commit to a week.
Yeah, we were
But
gonna call it the Last Supper, and, like, it was gonna be really cool, but I just
yeah,
But
don't not
does
sure if it'll work out.
what time does it end? Is it in the
Eleven
morning
o'clock at night.
yeah.
or at night? Okay.
Mhm.
Because it
Yeah.
starts at 5 p.m. Because you can't really check in there until
Afternoon. Mhm.
2, and then we got to set up and get shit ready.
Mhm.
But
Mhm. But
Yeah.
we're thinking we might be able to cheat the system a little bit next year and start a little earlier, so we'll see.
yeah,
Well, I'm driving. I rented a car because my Jeep no good for camping.
Mhm.
So I'm driving from here about 11 hours. So
well, that's
if
not that.
there's a if
If
there's a
there's a
party that
party,
you have,
Christine's coming.
I'm
Perfect.
Nice.
coming.
We'll probably like, if anybody does stick around, I'm sure we'll do something because
Go to
we
a brewery.
typically do that, like, we'll go to a brewery because there's so many awesome ones around here, so
Yeah, we should do that.
probably.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm considering since I can't be crewed, I don't want anyone to come,
Right.
right? But I'm thinking of maybe convincing Greg. So my husband has no idea about any of my races, by the way. I don't even think he fully understands what Vol State was because he would definitely not approve
Not
of these
approved.
activities. Yeah.
Husband not approved.
Yeah, no. But I'm thinking of asking him to fly to Grand Junction to drive me back because I'm a little bit
Oh,
concerned about driving back.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. It's an
Yeah,
easy airport to
meaning
get in and out of too.
all of that is just to say so I can attend the party that we are
For
now
Yep.
planning.
sure.
This is really
We'll tell him it's because of your safety and your
yes,
inability to drive, but it's really because you wanna drink beers with us. That's
That's
fair.
right.
yes,
That's fair.
exactly. No, I'm glad we're on the same team here.
Is there anything with the pilgrimage that you're nervous about or, like, what scares you about it?
What scares me about it is what scares me about every single timed event, but a little more heightened, is coming like a lap not being counted or coming in and like not knowing where I'm going next or what's happening next, a little bit of
Mhm.
that scatterbrainness because I imagine after at least maybe mile 150, your brain is just like not fully functioning and I don't have my crew. I mean,
Yeah.
right, because with Vol State, I know where I'm going. I'm going
Mhm.
forward. And if
Mhm.
I see lights, there's a store, I go and I eat whatever it is I can grab, right?
Yeah.
But with this, with no, we don't have those things. You have no distractions, just nature. And so that's no stimulus, no stimulus, and then coming into an aid station and being like, "I need all these million decisions to be made right now, and I'm
Mhm.
in charge of making all of them."
Sure.
Mhm. Well, the
So
good
I
news
think
is
that's
we'll be able to help you.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing is
yeah,
we'll tell you where to go. You don't have to think about that, which is nice, except for, like, on the choose your own destiny.
Well, once you get on the course, then it's
Yeah,
up to
but then
you.
it's up
But
to you to navigate it, but I don't think
well,
yeah.
she'll have any problems with that.
No, you'll have
well, and you have the
Jax.
bracelets you said?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's when I heard that, I was like, "Oh, that is amazing. That is so
Mhm.
helpful."
Well, yeah, because like we've talked about already, poor decision making with no sleep. They
It'll
go
be
hand
very
in
well
hand.
marked. It's not
So,
that confusing of an area at all
mhm,
either. And but like you said, it's desolate out there.
it is.
There's nobody else
You
out
might
there.
go
It's
have
going to be
hours.
basically just us during the week, us
Mhm.
and the
Yeah.
runners.
Mhm.
It'll be a lot of fun. It's a perfect venue for it, and I cannot wait for it.
Mhm. It's
I know
Chase's
you're so excited.
birthday,
You
so it'll
said,
be
"I
a real
know." Oh,
yeah, we're not gonna talk about how old he is.
I don't care.
He's
it's best
young.
I
not
don't
to.
care.
He's young.
I
I
don't
mean,
care.
you're probably not 50, so
Not yet.
I am not.
No.
yeah.
Hallelujah.
I'm not even sure I know how old I'll be. 42?
He'll be
42,
42.
something like that.
Yeah.
I just don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Birthdays don't mean anything anymore. He's still
No.
alive. It's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but so just right in line with my, how I grew up in the military family, like the thing you're afraid of is unknowns. And so
Mhm.
you've presented
Yeah.
with this race unknowns, which makes me very frightened, but also excited why I want to do it. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
Sure. And during the 200s, you're used to having pacers?
Yeah, I mean, Vol State was the first time I was just out all by myself. So
Yep.
yes, I'm used, and not just pacers. I mean, I know you she's part of my crew, and Lori and Cindy. I mean, they are dialed in. They know
Yeah.
what I need, or I know what I need.
Yep.
So I think that's also gonna be different at this, because I'll be coming back to an aid station but not have my crew.
Yep.
Mhm.
And that is what kind of makes the pilgrimage interesting and kind of led to a lot of the rules that we made about that, is because you are kind of on your own. And with the area being so desolate and so few runners, you're just going to be out there all
Yeah.
by yourself.
Mhm.
But
I like that you offer the crew division so other people can dip their toes into it
Mhm.
and see if it's something that they are interested in. I think that's what I really appreciate about you all, is that you allow for that continuum of newbies all the way to folks like me who have done 100 ultras, but I still want to try something new.
Sure.
And you're one of the rare companies that has those at the same race even. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, everyone's gotta
Awesome.
start somewhere, and it's nice to, like if you don't if you have confidence in yourself, in your, like, aloneness and your awareness of, like, yourself out there by yourself making those choices, then the uncrewed's perfect for you, but if you're a little scared of those kinds of things and, like, not wanting to, like, honestly, you have to do a 50K a little over a 50K a day. You might not be comfortable at night, so you don't have to go by yourself at night. If
Yeah.
you get it all
That's
done during
true.
the day, you don't have to do very many night miles and spend that time out there, and night's creepy if you're not used to it, so it's kind of a different option for them.
Yeah. For me, I'd be like, I mean, I wouldn't give a shit about not having pacers at all,
No,
but I would
you'd miss
miss the crew,
crew.
because I'm used to having crew. Most of the 200s that I've done in the
All
longer
of them.
races, I haven't had pacers, except for
Right.
Moab. I had some.
Yeah.
I don't
But
count?
I would miss the crew.
Ouch.
Yeah, I
Oh,
had you
my
for like
heart. Yeah.
50K.
Mhm.
I mean, he doesn't even remember seeing me, so maybe he doesn't
Obviously.
remember you were there either.
Probably not, he probably thought he was hallucinating me.
And when I was with you, you didn't even let me listen to Garth Brooks' Greatest
That's
Hits.
true. Have you heard
So.
that?
Yeah. Well, we
Oh
gotta
my
have
God.
limits there.
That man, Bigfoot
Line.
was
It's
a
a line.
lot.
Yeah.
And I was pacing him at Bigfoot on the last section. So he did Bigfoot the year that it was like a 50-mile out and back
Oh my
time.
God, that looked terrible.
And so that means you had like 50 miles worth of pavement, I
Oof.
think.
Yeah, 40.
And that last section, he didn't like, when he found out that it was how it was going to be, he didn't even want to go, but we're like, we're already on our way, so we're going.
That is Triple Crown,
And it was
like
like,
if I
And
didn't
Triple
go,
Crown,
then
right? Yeah, I was like, you don't have a
Right.
choice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did like the first out and back, got back to Randall, and he's like, I just really don't want to go, and I just didn't respond. Like I just talked about other things, and like that wasn't an option. Like after all the crap that we had been through to get there, and like I had to take our dog to the ER in the midst of all of this. I was like, we're finishing this. We're just not even going to talk about it.
Yeah.
But then he did the second, and then I paced him from the last crude aid station to the end, and the last section was basically all pavement. And so to help him with his blues, we listened to Garth Brooks' Greatest Hits, which super
Okay.
motivating, right? Like
Yeah, it didn't bring on the blues.
bangers, bangers. And I would get ahead
yeah.
of him, and then I could hear him in the back, well, I guess I just don't get to listen to Garth Brooks' Greatest Hits. I was just like, oh my God.
I was a total pussy that race.
was.
I was.
Yeah.
He was.
Mhm.
And it was just so
Usually
funny.
not, but
Yeah.
that one I was.
Yeah, and so like
Yeah.
I was trying to get him to hurry up and get the freaking thing over with, because I kind of skimped on my night gear because my pack was really uncomfortable, and so I didn't have any more layers, and it was getting dark, and I was like, let's just kind of get going. So I would get a bit ahead of him, and he'd be like, are you gonna leave me behind? Because he always leads.
Mrs.
And like
Fresh Legs has ran 10 miles.
Yeah, and his
Yeah.
thing is like he likes to be in front, and then like I would get in front of him to try to like pick up the pace, and he would just throw the biggest fit, and I was just like,
That would piss me off.
I'd
No, if
never
a
seen
kid is
that
in front
side
of
of
me,
him. Oh man,
no.
Yep. See, she gets
Just
it.
run your own race then.
yeah,
Yeah, she gets it.
I guess.
So I guess this is a good time to say, don't be a pussy.
Don't be a pussy. Don't be
Don't be a
Chase.
pussy.
like
No.
I was.
He even
Don't
had
be
the
like
bracelet.
Chase.
Even if
Don't
you
be like
don't get to listen to Garth Brooks' Greatest Hits because your wife's going ahead of you,
Mhm.
still don't.
Yeah.
Don't be a
Yeah.
pussy.
Well,
I have to let
wait, that might be a Garth Brooks song, actually.
It should
It
be.
should be.
Christine, I wanted to ask you. I've asked everyone this. What is your why? What motivates you to train? What keeps you pushing forward when motivation might be lacking, and what keeps you going when you're deep in the pain cave?
Well, I honestly just really like running. I run almost every day, some amount, because
Mhm.
I enjoy the solitude. I enjoy just being out in nature, um, and just checking out new places. And the other thing I'll say is I'm not a really good ultra runner. I'm not a good runner. I'm not really even a great athlete. I mean, once if you knew me in the rest of my life, my husband calls me Mrs. Magoo. I run into walls. I make poor decisions. But the one thing that I am good at is suffering.
Sure.
And so I think it's because that is such a big part of ultra running is just being able to say compartmentalizing like your pain and be like, okay, this will end eventually. You're not dying. Everything's going to be okay. Yes, it hurts. And so a lot of it is challenging myself through those painful moments and knowing that I'm going to make it out the other side
Yeah.
is really, and that's why I also like trying new things because it's like a new kind of pain. How can I suffer through this? Can I really make myself get to the end? Also why it's not about who's around me or if I'm beating them. It's just about if I can do it for myself. Like
Mhm.
honestly, my family my mom this morning yesterday was like, "Hey, we want to come camping and come visit you out in Montana." And I was like, "Okay, well I have a race in the beginning of June." She's like, "Oh, I looked that up. It's a very bad idea." Like they would prefer I don't run ever.
Yeah.
Like they think all of this is a bad idea.
Mhm.
So it's mainly just internally, just challenging myself.
Yeah, that's a cool answer.
Mhm.
So much of it is about suffering and being able to suffer well, I guess, during ultras. And it seems like when we watch you, that you are almost always happy.
I
I
don't think
try
I've
to be.
ever seen you in a bad mood at a
Yeah,
race.
and
How do you do it?
yeah, exactly. Well, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, a lot of things. I mean, Greg has a list in the house and just
It's like
runs
on
all
his
the
own
time.
whiteboard in the office.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I lived in Zambia for a couple years and I lived in the Dominican Republic and for a couple years with Peace Corps. And both times I had no water, no electricity, no pavement. I don't really know the language. You kind of learn it after when you get towards the end of your tour. I mean, you watch people die, they're malnourished. I mean, I
Mhm.
got malaria twice. I mean, life
Oh.
it's real
Yeah,
in
Mhm.
third
yeah,
world countries. And
Mhm.
so when I'm running and I'm starting to get a low moment, I'm like, "Hey, I get to fucking do this."
Mhm.
Right?
exactly. Yeah,
This is something that's making me feel alive. I don't have to like worry if I'm going to have a meal. And so I think for me that just brings me joy and it reminds me that I'm super privileged and lucky.
absolutely. Gratitude is a great way to reframe whatever is going on.
It is, and that's something that I definitely need to work on. I'm kind
Same.
of a negative Nancy when I get into I don't have a very
Okay.
good my pain cave is very small. I don't have room for me in it.
Do you have a
So
pain cave?
I do. Didn't you
It's
see me across the
very,
years?
very shallow. It's like a closet.
A walk-in
Well, I'm a small
closet.
person. I can fit in a lot of tiny
Yeah.
pancakes.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, it's definitely something I need to work on, and, like, you're right, those third world countries, we have nothing to complain about,
Yeah,
ever.
I mean, aside from, like, when your wife gets too far ahead of you and you can't hear Garth Brooks'
Mm.
greatest hits, I mean.
Yeah. First
Don't
world
be a pussy.
problem. Don't be a pussy. Heck yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. I think I just try to keep perspective and to know, I think it helps that my family doesn't give two shits about me being out there. That Greg doesn't ever even ask me if I placed or what I did. Like,
Sure.
I don't have any expectations to live up to either. I'm literally just out there because I want to be out there. So
That's
that's
nice.
helpful.
That's cool. And it's fun to have runners like that are just, super positive too.
Mhm. Makes it more fun as an RD.
Mhm.
Well, you got
Rip
to bring your umbrella. You got to be a Poppins.
You
That's
do.
right.
Just do
That's
it.
about.
Rapid fire?
Rapid fire. What's her
Okay.
consequence?
Huh?
What's her consequence? I can give it to her at
Yeah,
pilgrimage.
I mean, we were gonna punch JJ. I don't think we should
That's right. I don't
threaten to
think you
punch
I
should
was
do
gonna
that.
women.
let the air out of, Karen's
I
tires.
have an idea.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe,
I know.
if you don't get them all in 10 seconds, then you have to buy us beers at the
after
pilgrimage party. And if you do get them all in 10 seconds
Okay.
or less,
Well, bye.
then we don't do anything for
Oh,
you.
nothing happens.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just come take your beers. I'm fine with
That's
that.
fair.
I'm
I feel like we have
like a
similar
ninja.
tastes,
Yeah,
so
I'll
that's
just
okay.
steal them.
All right, agreed. That sounds fair.
Okay, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, you've watched all the podcasts. You're ready for this, probably. Good thing all these questions are different. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Favorite movie of all time.
Oh, Breakfast Club. No question.
Oh, nice.
Love
Good
that
answer.
movie.
I could show you our Halloween costume, but I'll save it.
I added this one in for people that couldn't think of it. I was going to say favorite movie or TV show or series of all time. So if you have it, Seinfeld.
I've never
Okay.
watched that.
See, I'm more of an Everybody Loves Raymond guy than a Seinfeld guy.
Oh,
it seems like
that's
you're on
so
one side or the other.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I had an ex who
New
liked
York
Seinfeld.
sarcasm. Yeah.
Yeah, never watched it. No.
I need to watch
Okay.
some Seinfeld because I've heard awesome things about it. I just need to do it.
Yeah. This is not my 10 seconds, by the way. So just
No,
just
you're successful so far.
No, you're buying the beers. Book. Favorite book of all time.
Gone with the Wind. I read it in Peace Corps and just swept me away.
Mhm.
That is awesome. I started listening to that one not too long ago.
Did you?
No.
you
Dances with Wolves. Those
You're
are totally different.
Stop. No way. I was gonna say no way. No way.
Totally different.
If you just started reading, Chase was reading Gone with the Wind, I would be very concerned about our relationship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's a great book, though. It is.
It is. Well, especially, when you're in another country and you're like, it's very America.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you a gamer?
No.
She doesn't.
I don't have
seem like a
time.
gamer. Yeah.
Yep. How about board games or
But-
card games?
Oh, well, I just got Telestra. So I do have an annual ladies game night wherever I live. Usually get like 10, 20 ladies to come together. And so I'm always learning about new games, but Telestrations is my new favorite.
Love that game.
Okay. Have
Yeah.
you played
We
that?
have that game.
Do
Yes.
we? Oh,
Yes.
shit. I don't know anything.
It's harder with two people, to be quite
Mhm.
frank with you. So you really need
I
a
agree.
crowd.
That's a really good idea, the annual game night.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a good
really
idea.
fun.
Fun.
Um,
If you
I
invite
will
me, I'll
say that-
come.
Okay, I would love for you to come. My biggest vice as far as TV, which you probably don't know this about me, but most of my friends do, is I love The Housewives. I know
Oh
all
my
of them.
God.
I watch all of them. I watch Below Deck, Southern
Oh, that's
Charm,
great.
Vanderpump. I love all of them.
Did you watch Bad Girls Club when that was a thing?
No, what
Oh
is
my
Bad
God,
Girls?
it was awesome. It was a house full of bitches, just like random women they brought in off the street that were just assholes. And
Okay.
there was always fights, like physical fights, people being catty. It was just like drama.
It's like Housewives meets Jerry Springer. It sounds
yes,
like just
it was.
Mm.
It was
Oh,
insane.
I'm
Chase,
gonna
you
look
remember
this up.
that? You used to make fun of me for watching that. You're like, oh, you watch a Bad Girls Club.
I don't remember it, but it sounds like something that I would make fun of you for
Yes,
watching.
it was
for sure.
good.
What irks me is when people are like, "Oh, you like the Desperate Housewives." I'm like, "Whoa,
different.
Desperate Housewives is a show.
See,
This
that's
is
what I
real.
was thinking of when you said that.
Real Housewives. No.
This
Okay.
is real."
I watched
They
like
are
the
different.
very first season of New York, and I feel like they were the best. I don't know; those were my favorites.
I mean, Salt Lake's pretty good.
I
Salt
haven't
Lake
watched
is,
any of. I haven't watched it since I would say like 8 years. I don't know the last time I watched it.
oof, that hurts. my
I'm way
heart.
behind. We
Yeah.
don't have any way to watch it. That's my excuse. We don't have like
Yeah.
we have Netflix, I guess.
Yeah, it's not on Netflix. All right, fair.
You done clucking about the Housewives?
Shut up.
Never. We're never done.
Favorite song of all time? I know that's a tough one.
No, that's not a tough one. I mean, there's Piano Man because I really like
Oh,
Billy Joel.
I love
Yeah.
that song. So good.
Yeah,
It's like my
and
karaoke
it's just
song.
Storyteller, but Mrs. Potter's Lullaby is definitely my favorite. And my first date with Greg, he asked the same question because he's a music guy, and he's like, "Let me guess, your favorite song is Mrs. Potter's Lullaby," without knowing hardly
What?
anything about.
That's
And I was like,
crazy.
"That's why I moved in 3 weeks later, Chase. It all came
Oh
together."
my gosh, that's awesome.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite quote?
Be the change you want to see in the world.
I like that one.
It's
I'll keep
down
it
my
up.
back. If you've ever seen the little peace sign,
I
that's the
haven't.
top of the statement down my spine.
Haven't seen that.
That's nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
She passed.
She did. You got that. You killed it.
Back
buying.
to yeah, I know. Back to not being a pussy and like talking about like being good at suffering, and that's part of ultra. That's what Chase has tattooed on his body, on his shins. He has suffer patiently.
Yep.
Oh, I thought I was gonna say I'm not a pussy, but I was
Well,
like,
it should be.
Don't be a
Don't
pussy.
be a pussy.
That would be a good tattoo. I think
yeah, just
that's
right
coming.
here, maybe
Right
like
on the
no
Like
regrets.
teardrop style.
right on the face. Excuse me, sir. Does
that
say pussy?
pussy?
on your face?
Honestly, I think I'm setting you up for the next consequence for the next person you interview. You could be like, so here's your consequence
Yeah.
if you don't get the test.
Yeah.
I
You
love
gotta
that.
get don't be a pussy on your face if you fail.
Yeah, it could be a temporary tattoo. I mean, you could work with it.
It's fine. I'll send it to him for sure. Hey, lastly, do you have any shout outs or plugs that you want to give to anybody, anything, any organization, anything like that?
Gosh, any organization. Strangely, I just found out that one of my very good friends here in Montana is running for Senate. And I was like,
Oh.
yep. And she is a super badass. Background is military. And she is just running for change. Her name is Alani Bankhead, and she's running for Senate here in Montana. And she's running for change so we can not be so divided and in our little corners. And I'm just still like reeling about knowing someone that is like being friends with someone that's running for the Senate of the United States.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's definitely the first thing that popped to mind. But the other thing I'll say is I I feel like I've been through a lot of like emotional difficult times because I grew up putting so much pressure on myself. And a huge shout out just to the ultra running community. I've tried to um, choose the races and the events and the organizations that give back to me that I give to them and they give back to me where it's like we're about community, we're about supporting each other, we're about having a good time, and
Mhm.
it's not about like who's on a podium, who even needs a podium.
Mhm.
Exactly.
And so that's my shout out is the ultra running community.
Awesome.
It's made me who I am today, hands down.
That's
Same.
great.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's made us who we are today as well. It is the best community there is, for sure.
No doubt.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, Christine, we really appreciate it. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for
I
jumping
missed you
on with
all.
us.
Yes, I know. We don't see each other anymore.
I know.
We moved to Colorado and you left, so
Yeah, we moved here just for you and you left.
No, no, that's what my parents said too, and I was like, "Well, that's pretty true." I don't know.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I am really looking forward to hanging out at the pilgrimage. Like I said, I'm driving, so hopefully, when we have the party, that you're buying all my beers. That will be
Heck.
great.
How much
Um,
can you drink? As short as you are, you can't be able to drink that much.
I mean, Greg says your real name is Two Beer Chris, so I'll just put
Oh,
it at that.
perfect. Yeah,
That's
I
no
can
big
handle
deal.
that.
We can afford
good.
2
Yeah.
beers.
We're good.
Nice.
Yeah,
All
but I
right.
think after I complete these last 2 journey runs, my schedule will open up and I'll be a little more flexible with my time. And I'm hoping to spend some more time like the Cowboy Summit. There's definitely some of your races are absolutely on my list. Not just to do, I also want to volunteer. Just my life
Awesome.
right now. Those journey runs take 2 weeks at a time, so my my time off is just eaten right up.
Mhm.
But after that, back in your universe.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, it's always great to
Yes.
see you. We always say that if it wasn't for ultra running, we wouldn't have any friends, but it's fantastic to have you as a friend for sure.
Definitely.
Well, I appreciate you all too.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, for listening, and we'll see you next time.